Well, you know, guru means G-U-R-U. Gee, you are you. That's all it means. And that's really all any guru can teach you. But I think that a lot of people are looking for a guru or a master or something because they think it's the right thing to do spiritually, and also because they've never met one. And so if you've met a real one, then you would never think that I was such a thing. You'd never have that level of confusion. But that's why I say this is an emotional cleansing process. It's not a spiritual thing. It's not a spiritual thing. It doesn't matter what religion you are, what skin color you are, any of that doesn't matter. You can still do this. And I have in my book quoted religious scriptures, but I've only done that to take the religious robes off them and say, look, this actually, when this person taught this, they weren't being religious or spiritual. They were just trying to share basic human life skills. So these are basic human life skills. And also, I have given myself a cutoff point for this work. So at a certain point, I walk away. I'm no longer available because I'm not going to become a caricature of Michael Brown, the presence process teacher. There is a point at which I walk away, and I have to walk away because I want this to be the most authentic self-facilitation tool on the planet. That's my intention for it. And so I have to let it go so that it can either sink or swim. And I can't be attached to that. There's other aspects to my life besides the presence process, and besides me as being an author of a book. I have a whole range of other experiences that I want to explore. And I'm not going to allow this to take me up just because it may be successful, especially if it's successful. I'm not going to create an identity through it. I'm actually not interested in that. And in fact, I recently wrote an article on my website called God Save Me from Becoming a Spiritual Person. And it's really designed to let people know I do not regard myself as a spiritual person. I'm not using this as a tool to elevate myself to being a spiritual person. I cannot fix you of anything that's going on with you. I don't want to fix you. I don't care whether you do this process or not. I cannot care. And the reason for the fact that I cannot and do not care is the fact that you can only succeed in emotional cleansing if you come to it out of your own will. If you come to it because you want to please someone else, or because you want to better your relationship with someone else, or you want to prove something to someone else, you will fail. Because the will that you need to face your own fear, anger, and grief has to come from your desire to do so, not from your desire to do it for somebody else. I have absolute faith that the people that are going to do this process will be drawn to it. They will find the book whether I stand up and talk about it or not. They will get to it. And the people that are not meant to do this work will never come close to it. What I'm doing when I go and teach is I'm invited to go and teach. I don't ask to go and teach. Wherever I go, it's because I'm invited. I'm standing in front of people who are choosing to do this work, and I will share my experience of it with them. And then I get out and leave. And that's why at some point I have to have a cutoff and say, I'm no longer available. Sink or swim. Because that's the only way that this will really become authentically self-facilitating.
And if you believe in this world, you won't believe in me. If you believe in what you have been told, you won't believe what will set you free.